This lesson is on understanding fractions. Fractions can be used in a number of different ways. One way is fractions can be used to show part of a set. For instance, we have a set of 7 different shapes here, and 3 of them are stars, 4 of them are moons. So this is a relationship of part to whole, or part to whole. The whole, all of them, is 7. There are 7 shapes. And the part that we're going to look at first is the stars. And there are 3 out of 7 shapes that are stars. We can also look at the moons. We can say there are 4 moons out of a total of 7 shapes. So there are 3 sevenths and 4 sevenths, 2 fractions. And if we say how many of them are shapes, we can create another fraction called 7 sevenths, or 1 whole group, because 7 divided by 7 is 1. Remembering, all fractions are all division problems. So here's another one, a part of 1 whole. So this is a number line, 0 and 1. And it is broken up into 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. So there are 4 parts that this whole thing is broken into, and 3 of those 4 parts are shaded in. Do some math practice with fractions in that quiz. If you go to the Proto page, you go to the Math tab, you'll see that quiz practice site. You click on that link, and it will open up this page right here. And we want fractions, and let's learn how to identify fractions. Well, level 5 is a little simple. Let's try level 12, and we'll try it in a number of different ways. This says click to make 1/3. They've already got it broken into 3 parts for us, so we will click on that, and 1 out of those 3 boxes is shaded in. This would make 1/3. Now they want us to identify this fraction. Well, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts. Only 1 of them is shaded in. So my part goes on the top and my whole goes on the bottom. Oops, there are 6 parts. So 1/6 of this is shaded in. Now let's take a look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 parts, and 5 of them are shaded in. But I noticed something about this. If I ignore all these little wedges, and I just look at this big shaded part here, and I compare this to this, they're exactly the same size. So I can say 1 out of 2 of those is shaded in. So 1. Half of that is shaded in. Now let's take a look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts, and 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are shaded in. So 4 parts of the 5 whole pieces that is broken into. 4 out of 5, or 4/5, is shaded in there. And then let's see, there are 11 spaces here, so we will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 11 of these spaces are shaded in. And again, we have another fraction here. I'm just looking at this whole thing right here. I've got this big thing that's filled in, and I got this that's blank. I'm going to say 1/2 again and see if we get that right. 1/2, because it looks like half of this circle is shaded in. Now it says click to make 10/4. How would I do that? There are 3 numbers on this number line, 1, 2, and 3. And they're each broken up into 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. And it says 10/4. Well, fourths makes sense because each one is broken up into 4 parts. But how do I get 10? Well, I don't have 10 here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10/4. I think that's it. And let's see, I think it makes sense because 4 is bigger than 10. And remember, all fractions are division problems.
So we can look at this and say, 10/4. Let's click in there, and yes, we got it right. Click to make 1/7. This whole thing is broken into 7 parts. There's one of them. And it says click to make 3/4. Well, this is broken. Each one of these is broken up into 4 parts, and I only need 3 of those. So click there. And then one more fraction here where this is broken up into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts, and 5 of them are shaded. So our fraction here is 5/6. Take a look a little bit more with the number line because I think that's one that will confuse a lot of you. This is broken up into 5 parts, and we said 1/5, so I need 1/5. 9/7. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sure enough, this one whole is broken into 7 parts. This is also broken into 7. But I need 9 of them. So 7, 8, 9. See, I have 9 parts. 9 out of 7 parts. 3 halves. 1 half, 2 halves, 3 halves. 15/6. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they're broken up into 6 parts. Well, 6 plus another 6 is 12, 13, 14, 15 out of 6. Notice that it is the same as 1, 2, and 2/6, or 2 and 1/3.